Hey guys, what's up? It's Connor from Dragon Rider Network, and I am here doing a bit of a tech update today about the Apple event that just happened about a few hours ago. This Apple event was to hold one event, obviously in high standing, which would be the release of the iPad 2, which is extraordinarily incredible from the specs that we have already seen so far. So without further ado, let's get started and let's see what Apple had for us this time. So anyway, to start things off, Steve Jobs was the one to introduce the brand new iPad when he got on stage just today. He got a standing ovation, and from the looks of it, he is a little bit skinny, but other than that, it looks like he may actually very well be coming back to Apple. And probably the worst fears of all the Apple geeks out there, it may not be true this year. So anyway, back to the iPad. The brand new iPad came in two colors, black and white. Each of them, of course, having the new features and hardware, which would first of all be the brand new cameras in both iPads, in the front and the rear. The one in the back of the iPad is sporting 720p HD, and the one in the front is sporting a VGA camera, which is 640 by 480, so you can't capture front-facing HD video like you can in the new MacBooks, unfortunately. Another hardware upgrade is the new upgrade of the A5 chip, which is Apple's new dual-core chip for its mobile devices. This allows the iPad to run twice as fast as it did before, and allows graphics to be 9 times as powerful. I hope that's right. Yes, 9 times as powerful as before, so now you can get far better graphics on a way bigger display. Well, not a bigger display, but a way bigger display than on the iPhone. However, though, to something that they didn't mention, the iPad does not, in fact, have a Retina display. This was kind of a bummer, but it will probably be a feature looked forward to in the third generation iPad, which apparently they were rumoring not too long ago. The brand new iPad is 1/3 thinner than the previous model. This was done by removing some layers and the backing of the iPad and making it out of a better unibody enclosure. The brand new iPad actually even feels better in your hand, because now instead of the points at the end of the model, now it is far more curved and feels far better in the hand. Much like how the iPhone 3G felt far better in the hand than the iPhone first generation. The brand new iPad also includes a gyroscope for gaming and whatever else developers could think of doing with it. The iPad also features something called the Smart Cover, which Apple claims to have been building at the same time they were developing the iPad, which probably wouldn't be too far off from the truth. What the Smart Cover really is to protect the front-facing part of your iPad instead of the back and the front. The reason Apple decided to do it this way, though, was because they wanted to keep a way of keeping the iPad clean and scratch-resistant, but at the same time keeping it thin and very portable. The way they decided to do this: add a front cover only and make sure that it will keep the iPad safe. And the Smart Cover will also be able to allow your iPad to detect whether it's on or off. It attaches magnetically, and whenever you even lift the cover, your iPad will automatically wake up. If you put it back down, it goes into sleep mode again. However, something I was a little bit disappointed about with the new iPad and hardware was that it did not get an upgraded storage capacity. The storage did not go to 128 gigabytes like I had hoped it would. It originally stayed at the 16, 32, and 64 gigabyte models like it has this last year. But once again, another feature that we can probably end up looking forward to in the third generation iPad. Another is the iPad's features in software. FaceTime, of course, was the big key this year when the iPad was introduced with a front-facing and rear-facing camera, and FaceTime is now compatible with Macs, iPhones, iPod Touches, and now iPads, which can all call and vice versa one another and back and forth as many times as you want to make it complicated for yourself. So anyway, another feature or features in apps for the iPad would actually be that several of the applications brought over from Mac are now coming over to the iPad. For one is Photo Booth. This looks to be a very fun and once again a very high productivity killing application for the iPad, where you can just drag gestures around, change whatever you want, and just have a fun time with all the stuff you can do with your brand new iPad. Another, of course, and this was obviously expected from coming over from the iPhone, was iMovie has now arrived on the iPad. This, of course, brings way new features that you can now do with the larger screen of an iPad in iMovie for a touch form. So you can now probably do better dragging clips, you can now do fine-tuning, you can now, I believe you now have the enhanced editor, the, whatever it was called, I forget what it was called in iMovie, the precision editor. You can now have the precision editor in iMovie on the iPad and several other things which will just be extremely exciting to see once we see the brand new iPad in March. And GarageBand for musicians was also brought over to the iPad. You can now hook up your actual instruments through third-party accessories to the iPad, and you can also now play instruments directly right on the iPad to create your very own custom music, even if you don't even own an instrument. This is going to be very big for some artists out there, and I cannot wait to see where this will go from here. Video mirroring, which is where you can now mirror the iPad screen and whatever is broadcasting on it, you can now broadcast it directly through 1080p on a high-definition television set through a cable that Apple will provide. This is something that has also been looked forward to, but not so much heavily emphasized as much as it may have been. And finally, the iPad now has far more efficient AirPlay modes where you can now stream directly to Apple TV and other devices like Apple TV for audio and video. And of course, the iPad is now staying on AT&T and coming over to Verizon without the MiFi card, which will be a thrill for everyone buying an iPad, whether you're on AT&T or Verizon, using the brand new 3G network that the iPad supports. So anyway, guys, I think this was a very good upgrade for the iPad. I would have wanted to see a few features like more storage and the Retina display finally brought into the iPad, but of course you can't have everything in life. So anyway, this is definitely a very good product for an upgrade for existing iPad owners if you want to, and for people who don't even own an iPad at all. I don't know who you are or what you're even doing here, but you should definitely consider going out and getting one of these as soon as you can, because they look to be very featureful and definitely worth the year's upgrade that you may end up seeing ahead. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/thedragonrider. Be sure to check out the giveaway, which reminds me, Philly Computer Spot sent me 2 new cases today for the giveaway. The giveaway cases have finally arrived, and so I will be making a video very soon, probably not today, but definitely very soon, about the deadline and how it may end up changing now that I finally have the 2 cases for the giveaway. So anyway, be sure to check it out. I'll put it right here. That seems about right. So anyway, check out the giveaway, and be sure to check out the website, dragonridernetwork.com, and I will see you guys later, and I will catch you in the next video. Hope you enjoyed. Take care.